Hello everyone, welcome to this VS Code tutorial for beginners course, and in this course we are going to learn how we can optimize VS Code to boost our productivity up to 5 times. The course is divided into multiple videos and we are going to start from the very basics. First we are going to cover the introduction and the setup part of the VS Code. Then we will move over to the settings and how we can optimize them. Then we will take a look at the extensions and how they help us boost our productivity. Then we are going to take a look at the integrated terminal in the VS Code. And finally, at the end, we are going to create a custom VS Code theme right from the scratch. So let's get started. So first, let's talk about what VS Code is. So VS Code is an open source code text editor, and right now it is arguably the most popular one. It is developed by Microsoft and it is cross-platform. That means that you'll be good on Windows, Mac, Linux, or whatever you have. So let's see how we can download it for our system. So you just need to go to this official website code.visualstudio.com, and here you'll see the download button for whatever system you have. I have Windows, so I'll download it for the Windows by clicking here. And you can see my download has started and it has completed also. So let's click on it to install VS Code. So here you'll have the terms and condition and you can just click I accept, move on to next, click next again. You can create a start menu folder here or you can't, it's up to you. So let's click next. Then you have a few options, creating a desktop icon, add open with VS Code, and you can take a look at it. I will check these two and click next. And finally, we can click on install and the install process has started. So it's very simple. You can install it within just 2 minutes, I guess. And the install is about to finish. And we are done. So now our VS Code will open. So this is the home screen that you'll get and you'll have a few theme options that you can choose from. And I'll go with the dark one since I'm not a psycho. And now we can just click on mark done and we'll be fine. So this is our VS Code basic window, and one by one I'm going to cover all of these options and what they are and how you can use them. So let's start. So now the first thing I will do is zoom in a little so you can see my screen better. And now to open a folder in VS Code, we have multiple options. So let's see the first one. So you can click here, open folder, and choose whatever folder you want to open. So I'll move to the desktop and open this folder that I created just for testing purposes. And you can see we have our folder open right here. And I can just close this welcome tab. And right now I have one file inside this folder. Now the next way you can open is by clicking on this file icon and choosing the option open folder. Again, you can choose whatever folder you want. So I'll go with the same one. And we have it open. So now I can just open a new window and show you the third way. I'll close this one. And the third and my final favorite one is by selecting the folder and dragging it into the VS Code. So that's how you can open a folder in VS Code. Now let's cover what all of these things are and how we can work with them. So you can see we have 5 tabs here and one by one I'm going to cover all of these. So let's start with the first one, which is called Explorer. And it basically contains all the folders and files we have open here. Right now you can see we have the folder VS Code test open and we have one file inside it. Now with these icons we can create new files and folders. So I'll just create a new folder and give it a name CSS. Now I can select the folder and right click on it to create another new folder or new file inside this folder. So I'll create a new file, call it styles.css. I could have done the same with these icons by creating a new file. You can see, let's create main.css. We have these options, and then we have this to refresh the Explorer. We have this icon, so we can collapse the Explorer. And now let's see a few more things that we can do. So we can move these windows around. We can change the size of the Explorer by dragging it, and we can also have two windows open right side by side. So I can just right click on this and you will see all these options. So if you click on split right, you will see we have this file open right here. So if you want to work on multiple files at the same time, suppose you have an HTML file and a CSS file, so you can just work side by side. So here I can say, let's say body and color red and so on. You get the idea. So we can work side by side by using this option, and I'll just close it for now. And we have a few more options that I'm not going to cover right now because I think I have already covered the basics. Now let's see the next icon. So the next tab we have here is search, and here you can search anything you have in all of these files. So you can search for a variable. Let's say I'm searching for body, and you can see it is highlighting wherever I have the body tag. We can search for meta and so on. You get the idea. Now the next tab we have is source control, and we are going to take a look at it in the fourth episode in a bit more advanced way. Right now, if I tell you in a short way that this helps us in working with Git and GitHub, so we can basically create a GitHub repository right from here and add your commits and pushes right from this source control tab. Then we have debugger if you want to debug your source code. So suppose if you're working with Java or Python or something like that, this can come in very handy. And then finally, the next tab we have is extensions tab, which is really the most powerful tool in VS Code. So you have extensions for basically everything and you can install them. Suppose I go to this Python one and you can install them to make your work a bit easier. And they are also called plugins and they help us simplify things in a great way. Now let's take a look at these two icons. So this right here is basically your profiles. Like if you're logged in with GitHub or something in your VS Code, and you have to do that if you use Git from here. Then we have this settings tab, and here you can go to the settings and change the font size, your themes and zoom level and so on. And we are going to take a look at these in the next episode in a bit more detail. Then above we have a few more options that you can use to tweak things around. Like we have this undo, redo, cut, copy and so on. Then we have selection, copy lineup. We have different views. Then we have this run and debugging options for again languages like Python and so on. Then we have a help tab, and one of the most important tabs we have here is terminal. And basically it does all the things that you can do in a normal terminal like command prompt or Windows PowerShell. And we are again going to take a look at it in the episode 5, I guess, and it will be in much more detail. So hold on to that. And the final thing that I'm going to cover in this video is Emmet. So Emmet is basically an extension in that you can install in other text editors, but in VS Code we have Emmet by default. So what Emmet helps us to do is we can just create the shortcuts or of code. I'm sorry, not shortcuts. We can basically create snippets of code by using just simple shortcuts. So for example, if I delete this whole code, and now instead of writing the whole boilerplate for HTML, if I write this exclamatory mark, and you can see we have here is Emmet abbreviation, and if I click on it or press enter, you will see that it basically provides all the boilerplate on its own. And let's see another example of it. So if I write H1, and you can see we have again Emmet abbreviation, and if I click enter, if I press enter, you can see we have this H1 tag and we can write anything here, VS Code. So you can see we have Emmet abbreviation for basically all the tags, and it's not only for HTML, we have this for CSS, for JavaScript, and whatever you can think of. So let me show you an example for the JavaScript. So if I target H1, and let's say if I want to change color, you can see right when I press C, we have all these properties that are given by Emmet. And if I select this one, I will have the color black. And I can, let's say if I want to change it to white, I can press W and you will see all the options we have starting with W. And that's why VS Code helps us to boost our productivity. You can see how much time it can save using just Emmet abbreviation. So when we are writing H1, or let's say when we are writing paragraph tag, we don't have to use the symbol, then P tag, and close it. You can see we have all this done by Emmet on its own. So that's why it saves us a lot of time and it's super useful. So that's all I have for you in this video. Now we're going to take a look at the settings in VS Code in the next one. So save this playlist and subscribe to the channel to get alert for the next video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.